A photo of Texas National Guard troops arriving at the U.S. Army Reserve Center near Chicago on October the 7th went viral because several soldiers appeared overweight. Within days, Texas military officials said a small group of roughly 200 deployed troops was sent home and replaced after failing to meet compliance checks tied to readiness. The standards now put out by Defense Secretary or Secretary of War Pete Hegseth, your mileage may vary, praising the move and posted that standards are back. Officials have not said exactly how many were replaced or which standards they failed, because that might be some sort of violation of rights in privacy. Now, the National Guard Bureau and the Texas Military Department emphasized that the soldiers must meet height, weight, and physical fitness requirements at all times, even on rapid deployments. Reporting indicates some screenings occurred during separation, the department happening, and some last-minute nature of the missions, some things got missed. Coverage also notes Hegseth's recent push for stricter fitness enforcement and his public criticism of fat troops. No more fat generals. Fat troops. Generals should be out there doing PT every morning with the troops, just like he do. The troops were sent to Chicago and the area surrounding to help protect federal property and support law enforcement tactics that are tied to the ICE raids, the crime and immigration posture. The deployment has drawn legal challenges, of course, and appointments are being put up in court to see whether they can actually do that. Temporary court limits their activity, so they're just up there chilling, literally right now, as local officials question the need and authority. Basically, they say they don't need them. Trump is sending them anyway. Reporting from various sources confirms an element of 200 troops began work protecting federal facilities, which they can do most likely, but the whole point of this look and feel of patrolling the streets, that they can't do unless the law allows it. The actual legal system allows that to go forward. The viral image was taken by Associated Press photographer Aaron Hooley and widely republished, driving the online criticism of the official response. Subsequent reporting by mainstream outlets and documentation are showing the replacements occurred but did not identify specific soldiers from the photo as among those sent home. They can't really pick them out, and that's also violations of rights. Details remain sparse on who's too fat, who's not fat enough, and who gets to stay and who got sent home. The exact count and specific standards that were failed, as we already said, were not actually released. National outlets are framing the episode as part of Hegseth's campaign to tighten military fitness culture. Some coverage casts the decision as restoring discipline, while others are questioning whether public shaming or photo-driven action is actually a sound way to manage a force for readiness. Is that really how you get things done in this real world of war or invading our nation's cities in the United States that don't go nowhere? Now, regional reporting in Texas also noted the online mockery and political stakes around the Chicago mission. It's both a plus and a minus for Texas, because it's plus because Texas Guard is out there doing their work. It's a minus because it's Texas Guards out there doing work that may not be worthy of doing anything. Supporters say that removing non-compliant personnel signals clear standards and improves readiness and reassurance of public that deployed units are fit for mission. Meanwhile, there are critics. They say the response was reactive, fueled by online ridicule, and lacked transparency on who failed what standards. Essentially, so what did they fail? What was wrong? What's the problem? We're not going to tell you, but we sent some fat guys home. Okay, which fat guys? We're not going to tell you, but they didn't meet the standard. Okay, which standard? We're not going to tell you, but we sent some fat guys. You get the point. They warned that managing readiness by viral moments, somebody pointing at somebody and say, hey, that guy's fat, it's not the great way to do something with morale and due process. These folks are already deployed. They already pulled up their jobs, their works. They left their time to go deal with this stuff. And now they're being sent back because an AP reporter took a picture of them showing up on the scene, and people said, hey, that guy's fat. What's Hegseth going to say about it? And Hegseth said, well, he didn't say it. They sent him home, and he said from that one, good, because they're fat. This is not the military I remember, and I was, as a person who wasn't really obese, but on the profile because of body fat, but, because I was short and I was a little heavy, it made a little difference. I'd like to say I was beefy, but you know what it is. This is going a whole bit weird, and I don't understand it. I'm not going to give my true honest opinion here. We can talk about that as we comment away, but you can kind of figure out where I'm going with this one. So please, I beg of you, I ask you, I plead from you. Give me a comment. Let's chat this up inside those.